8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Set to go inside the wicket for game number 3 of the Lakeshore final between the minor automated Toros and Oshawa. All evened up at 1 game apiece. Both teams have won on their own home ice. Toros looking to continue that trend right here on a Wednesday night in Clarendon. Ryan Lee over there for leg as things get started up. Leg in over the line. It dumps it in behind the net. Oshawa started out of their own end with number 34 on the other side with a late pass up through center. He gets his stick off his stick by Borden. And now the captain, Ethan Legg, with a late pass for Davis Gorham. Trying to get away as the defenseman fell. But Gorham gets tripped up. There's the first penalty as Davis Gorham. They score! It's in the net. As the delayed penalty was coming up, Gorham got taken down, but there was a rebound out in front of the net, and the Toros strike early. It's 1-0. I believe that's going to be McNevon's goal, who put that in at the side of the net after Gorham was taken down on the breakaway. Saxena dumps it in, steered aside there by Bennett into the corner. Nice play by Saxena, kicked it in from the line. The shot from Zachary Colton didn't make it through though. Late pass, trying to get up there is Grunewald. Can't take a pass. Preston Bass trying to get away from the checker. Scooped up there by Adam Foreman from his own zone. Foreman starting it up. Getting it up there with Saxena. Trying to get it in over the line with Preston Bass knocks it down there just outside the blue line, puts it back into the Oshawa zone. We're going to fire it around to the other side. Knocked down by Brock Gardner in the corner. Gardner throws it out of front. Backhand shot from Dwyer. Rebound in front of the net, and the Toros can't convert. Kept in from the line from Colton. Colton shot got blocked, and they're started up through center with Grunewald. Grunewald leads the Oshawa Reds in the zone. Trying to stuff it out in front. The pass just to the side of the net. Rolled over the tape from the left side. Dwyer with a lead pass. Getting it up there for Snoxell Scott. Trying to get around the checker. He'll chip it out the back end board. That'll get fired down the ice. Scooped up there by Ginioli in his own end. Ginioli will take his time back in behind his own goal with a lead pass now for Radtwinski, trying to chip it up. And he does up there for Dwyer. Dwyer comes in over the line, looking to take the shot. Instead, he got forced wide and in behind the goal. Dwyer trying to win that battle in behind the net, along with Radtwinski to try and get that puck free. Lead pass went over the stick there and skipped up in their own end. We played almost 3 minutes here of the first period. Brayden McNevon opened up the scoring on a delayed penalty call to Oshawa after Davis Gorham was hauled down on the breakaway. So I guess we'll never know as to whether the referee might have called a penalty shot on that. Lead pass for Dwyer. Trying to get it up there for Gorham. Gorham keeps it in from the line. That pass got knocked down, and Oshawa started up through the neutral zone. Knocked down by Van Reenen from his own end. There's a late pass. He's going to get knocked down by number 88 in his own end. That was in the feet there of Ethan Legg to start. He's trying to dig out the loose puck now. He'll pick it up again. Legg from the penalty box area now. Tries to put it in. And he'll fire it the length of the ice back in behind the Oshawa goal. Toros were in this position last year in the Lakeshore final. Fell just short in 5 games to Fort Perry. There's a quick shot and a left pad save. Late pass. Getting it up there for McNevon. Coming in the zone with a pass. Shot. What a stop there by Bennett with a right pad save. Keeps this one at 1-0. Thought he had Bennett down, but he was able to get that right leg out and make the stop. Throws it in the front again, just out of the reach. Back to the line again, trying to shoot it from the blue line. tipped it in front. What a stop! Rebounding! And another big save. That might went off the right post and behind Bennett. His leg got a stick on that one. And then what a great save by Bennett with a left pad to make sure that he couldn't bury his own rebound. Borden took his man down in his zone. Adam Foreman fell in behind the net as he lost his footing. And the big puck free in the corner. Nice play by Borden. Trying to keep it in. Getting away now is Gardner. Gardner with a big hit there in center as he tried to get away from number 15. That's going down the ice and into the corner. Trying to be the first one on that loose puck in behind the Oshawa goal. They're going to try and lead it up through center and split the D. Bender Radczynski from center right here in front of us. Trying to get it up there for Foreman. Couple whacks away at it. And now it'll go tip the length of the ice back in behind the goal. Back there for Lee. Ryan Lee moves it to the other side. They're going to start it up with a lead pass. Out of the reach there of Foreman. Slap shot, knocked down by Lee again in his own end. As they'll try and start it up there for Borden. There's Borden leading the rush. Trying to get around the checker. He'll take it from his own zone all the way back in behind the Oshawa net. Borden still trying to control that puck in behind the goal. Sets it up at the front. And now with a nice play to break that play up at the side of the goal. 3-on-1, the odds are against him. He still makes it around and in the zone. Shot, stopped it by Legg. Rebound in front, and a right pass serve again by Owen Legg. As he just upped the ante. He saw that save that Bennett made earlier, and that old saying, anything you can do, I can do better, just came into play right there. That shot is going to get blocked out in front, trying to move it up through center. Colton from his own end with a late pass up there for Dwyer. Trying to get around the checker of number 77. Preston Best turns it over in his own end. Best still trying to get it up there. Got it past number 77 and into the corner. Oshawa trying to get it out. Can't. Zachary Colton kept it in from the blue line. Colton slapped it into the corner where Oshawa are going to pick it up to get another opportunity to clear it out. And here they come up through center ice. Trying to start the 2-on-1. Preston Best is trying to hold him off, and he does. With a nice defensive play to break up the 2-on-1. Taken down at center. There was McNevin, but Ethan Light comes up to the loose puck. He's had a couple of opportunities. One off the goal post a couple of minutes ago. Zachary Colton tries to find the lane up through center with Saxena. Colton again scoots it up. They pass for Ethan Light trying to get away, and the puck was too far ahead of him. Oshawa started from their own end. Leading it up there was number 97. They'll try and win that battle in the corner. Trying to throw it out there for Gajardo at the front. And it got picked up there by Owen Legg. He'll take it for another face-off. 2:21 remains here in period number 1 of game number 3 of this Lakeshore final between the minor Adelaide Toros and Oshawa, all tied up at 1 game apiece. Graneveld trying to get in there with Rayner on that loose puck. Rayner is helping out Graneveld. Graneveld takes it to the net with a shot. It's going to go in behind the goal. Graneveld is still digging away at the loose puck. Rayner is going to try and pick it up now, but first to pick it up is Adam Foreman. Foreman's lead pass. Almost broken up there at center. Shipped up by Saxena again. He'll send it the length of the ice, right back in behind the goal. Getting away from the checker. Turned over to Gardner. throwing it to the net. It got broken up. Gardner again is going to try and keep it in. He'll slap it deeper in behind the goal. Some nice moves. Trying for the shot. And that might have hit Bennett out front. Either that or it just got fired wide of the goal. Number 5, Grunewald. Trying to get around the checker. Grunewald to the net. Turns it over there for Foreman. Out of Foreman with a nice backhand pass up there for Stockdale Scott. Noah Stockdale Scott tries to get around the checker. And does. Looks to take the shot on net. That's going to go to the goal. Right back in behind the net. They try and win the battle. Got to come around the back end boards to the other side. Here they come up through center ice. Led by Grunewald. Ran out of room. Wind up putting it back in behind the net. Simon Van Runen from his own end. He got taken down there in the corner. Stockdale Scott taking away at it over there. Trying to help out his players in the corner and dig that puck free as we're in the last minute with 25 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Toros trying to take a 1-0 lead to period number 2. Knocked down at center there by Radczynski. He can't control the puck. Thrown to the goal. Trying for the backhand shot. That's going to go wide of the net. Still in there trying to set it up in front. That pass got blocked off though. Might be time for one more opportunity. Kept in there by Delaney. Delaney's pass went over the stick there of number 9 at the front and wide of the net. And the Toros are going to chip it out at center and take a 1-0 lead to the second period on the back of the early goal by Braden McNevin. So we will kick off period number 2 with a face-off at center. Up there for leg. He'll take the first puck of the second period and send it down the ice into the corner. McNevin trying to win the battle behind the net. Getting some help there with Davis Gorham. Trying to get the puck free and he does back in behind the net. Gorham trying to pick up the loose puck. That comes around the board. Kept in by Eric Ford in front of the line. His shot is going to miss wide of the net. Leg tried to get a stick on it to tip it. And comes free again for Gorham. Gorham's got a man in the front. It's McNevin, but he couldn't get the pass in front. Number 34, Cleary head from center. Cleary getting some help to try and clear the puck from number 88. Nice play by Ryan Lee to hold it in as he pinched it from the line. McNevin wide open out of front. The pass doesn't reach him. Kept in by Borden. Eric Borden flutters the shot at the net. It's going to go wide. Number 88 is getting hammered in behind the goal there by McNevin. And Davis Gorham trying to win that battle on the loose puck. McNevin throwing on the wraparound. Rebound! Stopped there by Bennett right in close. He might have got his glove on that and robbed him right in front of the goal. So another highlight save by Bennett in the Oshawa goal. Gorham, rebound, can't bang it in. Toros all over Oshawa to start period number 2. Looking for that insurance goal that they desperately want as they have a 1-0 lead. Kept in by Lee as he tries to hold it in from the line. That's the second nice play by Ryan Lee. Coming in, pinching from the blue line. Lee pass up there for McNevin, trying to get to the loose puck. McNevin's in the zone. He had a man going up there with Foreman, but the pass didn't reach him. And now it will be Giroux knocking it down the center. Giroux turned it over. Trying to get around the checker now with Eric Borden. Borden goes for the shot. Stop there with a right pad of Bennett. And Oshawa started from their own end with a lead pass. Lost his footing and almost took down the linesman to go with it. That goes back in behind the net. Looking for that lead pass at center. He's going to try and chip it in. As that was Foreman who tried to get away. Adam Foreman from center ice will lead it in the zone. Gets around the checker. Foreman's on his own, but a nice defensive play to come back and sweep it off his stick. Lead pass out of front for Saxena. Rolled over to his backhand. Kept in at the line by Best. Sets up Saxena for a shot. That doesn't make it through as it got knocked down at the front. Oshawa gets the opportunity to try and clear it out. Back down low for Gardner. Gardner's pass is broken up. And a late pass now for Delaney over his stick. Delaney with a nice move to get around Colton. His pass there for Granavel was out of his reach though. Granavel a shot. That'll get corralled there by Owen Legg in the Toros goal, and he'll hold it for another face-off. Face-off, off to the left of the goal. Trying to get around the checker. And he gets around. Here comes the opportunity for Gardner to try and get to the loose puck, or Scott to try and get to the loose puck. He tried to get Dwyer at the front. Passes out of his reach. Nice play there by Rytwinski to keep it in. Rytwinski had to get around the checker and put it down low for Snuxell Scott. Turned over now to Johnston. Johnston's lead pass was almost broken up there at center. Snuxell Scott trying to beat the defenseman, but number 29 will go back with ease. Try and move it up there for Johnston again. Johnston. His lead pass was almost broken up there by Snuxell Scott. Johnston again is able to find it, but he can't tip it in the zone. And that will be offside. A draw coming up here in center for Gorham. Wins that draw up through center, Leg trying to chip it in. Can't do it. It got kept in from the blue line. Trying to shoot the puck. That goes in behind the net. The Toros will scoop it up there with Gorham. He tried to get away from the checker in behind the net. As they're still battling away, it goes back in behind the net for Van Reenen now. Van Reenen can't get rid of the puck as Oshawa almost tried to stop that one in from the side of the goal, kept in from the line. Now Oshawa putting on their first little bit of pressure of the second period, looking for that equalizer. Kept in from the line by number 87. Giroux. Trying to throw it to the net, pick up the opportunity, quick shot. How'd that one miss? I believe that was a stop there from Leg. Trying to win that battle in the corner as it's back in behind the net. Oshawa trying to throw it at the front for that pass. It got broken up there by the Toros as they try and lead it out. But it got kept in from the line by Giroux. Lead pass for Ethan Leg from center. Leg with a nice move. Getting up there with McNevin, but he can't shoot the puck because he got taken off his feet. Coming around the boards, Van Reenen will keep it in. Van Reenen slapper. It goes back in behind the net. Gorham. His shot is going to get blocked at the front. Still battling away at it now is Davis Gorham. Gorham's shot got blocked. Still stays in there, trying to get around the checker. It got swept off his stick though. And Oshawa get the opportunity to try and lead it up there with number 66, making some nice moves to get around the defenders. He led this individual rush all on his own and took it back in behind the Toros net. Finally got turned over to the Toros defense, trying to get it out. Went over the stick of Granavel. Toros looking for a lane to move it out. That'll get down at center for number 88 to put it back in the zone. Takes it back in behind the net. Another turnover and behind the goal. Gardner trying to get away. He's got to get around the check though of number 15 Bates. Gardner walking out on his own, and he took his size and body, took it to the net, and Bennett made a nice stop, and it looks like we're getting a penalty coming up. Penalty will go to number 15 Bates for Oshawa. So the Toros get the first power play of the game. 2 minutes for body contact to active the penalty debate. Trying to get to the loose puck now is Adam Foreman from the other side. Foreman trying to get that pass. Kept in by Eric Bowden. Eric Bowden a shot. Nice block at in front. Still in the zone though. And now it goes clear the side of center. Trying to win that battle is number 77 on the loose puck. He'll get the short end and shot away, but a nice defensive play to come back and block it. Stuck there at the side of the Toros net, so we're going to get a whistle. Another draw that's off to the left of the goal of Owen Lake. Trying to get that loose puck and fire it out behind the goal. They'll find it at center with a lead pass. Nice play by Snockdale Scott. Here he comes, Snockdale Scott. Had to split the D. Lost control of the puck. Can't get it out. Nice play by Colton. But the backhand didn't get a lot on it, and Oshawa will get the opportunity to clear it up through center. Preston Best from his own end, trying to move it up through center for Dwyer. Some nice moves there by Best to control the puck. Got it up there for Dwyer again. Dwyer gets in the zone. This could lead to a 3-on-2 up there with Snockdale Scott and Radwinski as it goes in behind the goal. Snockdale Scott will scoop it up again. Snockdale Scott throwing it in front. Tried for the bounce pass, and it got one up the side of the net. Opportunity to clear. Knocked down there by Radwinski. That could lead to a scoring opportunity, but it doesn't, as Drew got a stick on the puck. Back in behind the net, it goes for Dwyer. Turned over and fired. Got out. Colton kept it in. Shot. Tipped by his own defenseman. And a nice stop there by Bennett. He had to be aware as Drew tipped that shot. His own defenseman out in front tried to block it and almost tipped it into his own goal. Johnson trying to get away. On the breakaway. His shot is going to go wide of the net as he was getting bugged there by the Toros defenseman. Leading it in is Leg. Leg along with Snockdale Scott. Turned over. Colton can't keep it in. Oshawa get the opportunity here on a break. That shot is bouncing in the net. Tries for the loose puck. He couldn't sweep it into the goal. Lead pass. McNevin trying to catch up to the loose puck. Too far ahead of him. But he's going to win that race in the corner. Brady McNevin trying to look at it for Leg as that pass was broken up. Leg was just waiting for a pass in front that couldn't get reached. And there's Saxena chipping it in the zone. Toros were going to be offside as McNevin went over the line. Leg trying to control that puck on the forehand. Van Reenen will scoop it up in his own end. Trying to control that puck in behind the net. Toros are going to move it up out of their own end. Getting it up there for McNevin with a lead pass, right tape to tape for Leg. He fires it into the left corner. 5 minutes exactly left to go in period number 2. The only goal that stands is the goal from McNevin early in the first period. Kept in from the line by Ginioli. Ginioli shot thrown to the net for McNevin, and it passes over the still trying to chip it in though, but he ran out of real estate at the side of the net and couldn't convert on that loose puck. Here comes Cleary on the loose puck. Cleary's lead pass for Giroux trying to get away. Giroux throws it to the net, hoping for a good bounce, but Owen Leg was able to stay square and make that stop. Holds it for another draw on his own end. That draw will take place off to the right of the goal. Back in behind the net it goes as they try and dig it free. Up through center is number 9, Brock Gardner. Turning it over there to Rayner. Rayner's pass gets broken up at center. Trying to get it up there for Gardner again, out of his reach. Bates out of the penalty box, turns that one over. Adam Foreman tried to fire that puck in, it got knocked down nicely there by the defenseman. Toros off to pick it back in their own end now. Kept in there from the line as he tries to throw it to the net. Ryan Lee will take it back in his own zone. Toros started out like a house on fire with a whole bunch of scoring opportunities here in the second period, just couldn't bury one. Oshawa had a couple right after as well, and they couldn't bury the equalizer they were looking for either. Foreman trying to find Brock Gardner out in front, but the pass was out of his reach. trying to win that battle. And they do. Turnaround shot from Gardner. It got blocked. Went into the corner. Bates takes his man into the boards. Got the puck. Right, Twinsky a shot. Block the save. Rebound out in front for Gardner. A couple walks away it. And another shot. They score! He batted it underneath Bennett. A couple whacks away at it. And the Toros get the reward. I believe it might have been Gardner who got the last shot at that to make it 2-0. So the goal goes down as Gardner from Borden and Dwyer to make it 2-0. That goes in behind the net, firing it around the other side. Tapped in from the line by number 66. Putting it back in behind the net, so the Toros, all that work they did out in front of the net, banging away at that loose puck. Finally, someone was able to bank it in at the side of the goal, and it was Brock Gardner who did the honors. Snottel Scott trying to get around the checker and couldn't. A nice play to come back. Starting it up as Johnson with a pass. That went out of the reach. From his own zone he starts, he'll lead it up. Turn over there to Colton from his own end. Zachary Colton with the late pass for leg. Trying to get around the checker of number 66. He'll push it back in behind the net there for Snoxell Scott. Trying to win that battle in behind the goal. It'll come free. And Johnson tries to get it out. Turned over. Davis Gorham tried for the shot, but failed on that. Still on the loose puck now is number 88. Skagos. That's a turnover there at center. They have the opportunity for Preston Best to turn on the wheels. Around the checker. Shot! It went off the side of the net. And it is Pennington who is now in net now for Oshawa as Bennett was hurt after the goal by Gardner. Johnston with a pass trying to get it up through center. Late pass trying to get around the checker. So the Toros are trying to test Pennington before the end of the second period. And Snottel Scott got taken off his feet. Knocked down there by Zachary Colton. His pass to try and dump it in got knocked down by Johnston, who puts it the length of the ice. Back in behind the goal. Toros just trying to kill off the rest of this period. We are in the last minute of play. As told by the DJ / announcer, Skip. There's a quick shot that's going wide of the net. Taking it back in his own end. He'll take it back in behind the goal, trying to chip it out. Doing a couple walks away, he's going to try for the wraparound out in front. And nothing is going to come of that. Throwing it out in front again, there's nobody there. That'll try and find a lane to dump it out. Number 17 tried to hold it in, can't do it. Here comes the opportunity with 20 seconds left. 3-on-1 with McNevin in the zone. Shot, right pad save, rebound for Gorham. They score! Davis Gorham follows up on the loose puck, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Toros. That's exactly what the Toros needed to do. They knew that there was an opportunity that Bennett might be coming back to the third period, so they wanted to try and strike and get the cold goaltender Pennington in the Oshawa zone. And they got to him early with a couple of shots. The first one was a right pad stop, but Davis Gorham was able to collect the loose puck and in front to make it 3-0. And now the Oshawa coach made no hesitation. Bennett is back in the net for Oshawa. Couple walks away at the loose puck and they try and jam that one in. And I don't know how they didn't put that one in at the side of the net. There goes above the dam, period number 2. So 2 late goals. One by Brock Gardner and one by Davis Gorham to make it 3-0. We're set up. Period number 3, the Toros get to take a 3-0 lead going into period number 3. And that last goal was Davis Gorham from Brady McNevin in the last minute of play. Foreman trying to chip it up through center. Out of Foreman's pass. He tries to find Saxena at center, got knocked off his stick. Ginioli turned over. Here comes Oshawa in the zone with number 36 trying to release the puck. Right pad stopped there from Owen Legg. Back in behind the net it goes. Opportunity to try and clear with Saxena, couldn't do it. Time for the wraparound. He's got a man sitting in the front. Couldn't convert on the loose puck. Oshawa have had their chances and just couldn't bury them, and the Toros were able to pull away at the end of the second. Lead pass! Just out of the reach at the side of the net. That could have been a great opportunity for another goal to make it 4-0. Tapped in from the line from Van Ryn and poked off his stick. Runabout on the loose puck. Runabout goes for the shot. Stopped easily with these. Steered aside there by Owen Legg. And now Foreman trying to dig it up. Added Foreman up there with Radkowski. Foreman trying to use the speed to get around the defender. Pushes it back in behind the net where Oshawa are able to control it. Can't get it out though. Got tapped in from the line. Opportunity to go from his own end with a lead pass. Dwyer from his own zone, trying to get around the check there of Weatherby. Knocked out Scott, skips it up again. Knocked out Scott with some nice moves, leading it up there for Dwyer. But the puck got poked off his stick, and now they'll lead it back the other way. Trying to come up in the zone. Taken down there by Borden in his own end. That'll come back down the ice. Right back in behind the Oshawa net. And it will go for icing. The draw that's off to the right of the Oshawa, or the Toros goal now. McNevin trying to dig away at it in the corner. Setting it up in front. Trying for the shot. Just missing it over the left post. Trying to keep it in there is number 34, Cleary. Taking away at it, there's Cleary. He'll turn it over to Legg. Legg leading it in with a pass there for McNevin out of his reach. As Johnston was able to come back and try and poke it off his stick. Up through center, they'll lead it in. They can't get around the checker of Colton in the zone. Trying to get around Delaney now is Gorham. Gorham picks it in the zone with his shot. It's going to go in wide of the net. Losing the footing in behind the goal. We're going to try and stuff it in from the side of the net. Johnston will start it up and try and make it for the pass over the stick there of number 34. Cleary. Preston Best from his own end. Trying to get around the checker. That's with a pass for Legg. Legg trying to get in the zone. He turns it over. And the opportunity to come in now is number 89 back to the line for Cleary. Cleary's shot is knocked down there by Colton. Best trying to go with the loose puck at center. Best lead pass gets broken up. As they try and dump it in the zone, that'll go the length of the ice back in behind the net for Best. Best will take it back in behind the goal, go for a pass to the side. Trying to chip it up. Knocked down by Grunewald with a shot. Stopped there by Legg. And as Grunewald is battling away at the loose puck trying to bat it in, Owen Legg was able to hold his ground and hold that puck in his own goal crease for another face-off. Get another draw just off to the right of the goal. Try to get kept there from the line. Foreman's pass was out of the reach, and Oshawa get the opportunity to pick it up from their own bench from the line. Comes in over the blue line from the neutral zone with a shot. It's going to go in wide. Tapped in by Grunewald. Grunewald goes back to the line, trying to take the shot, and he couldn't do it. Taken aside there by Foreman. Foreman trying to make some nice moves and set it up. The shot from the slot area to make it through. That one does, but it made the stop in the Toros trying to bang it in from the side of the net, and they do, and that'll make it 4-0 in favor of the Toros, as once again they were banging away in the dirty zone out of front of the net, and they get the reward to make it 4-0. Face off here at center. Radkowski trying to go with the puck. Up there for Dwyer. Dwyer tried to split that E in the zone. Turnover, it is the opportunity to try and go with it now. Lee pass, getting it up there in the zone for number 77 in a shot clock block. Dwyer trying to go to the loose puck. He had one man to beat. Couldn't put it into the Oshawa zone as it's a battle over there at the Oshawa bench. Trying to get it free. Adam Foreman's the one that got the loose puck at his front to make it 4-0. And there's a shot that's going in wide of the net. Foreman from Gardner and Van Renen was the goal to make it 4-0. That's going in wide of the net. Knocked out Scott. Trying to win that battle over there in the corner. Setting up Ryan Lee from the line. Putting the brakes on. Trying to take the shot through screen. And a left pass save. Rebound in front of the net. First knocks out Scott. And he makes no mistake to make it 5-0. And the Toros are just going on a rock now here in the third period. So it goes down as Norris knocks out Scott from Davis Gorham. Time of that goal was 5:35. Toros have this one at 5-0. Trying to chip it in the zone now is Gorham again. Going for the shot. Back up, blocked at her front. And here comes the opportunity for Oshawa to lead it up through center. With some nice moves. He got knocked off his stick though as Drew tried to get away. Coming up in the zone, trying to get around the checker. Colton tries to hold it in there. There's a quick shot, steered aside there from Leg. Trying to bounce it in from the side, couple walk away. Nice stop there by Owen Leg. Well, a right pad stop as it came out quick to deny him at the side of the net. Delaney trying to get around the checker of Ethan Leg. That shot got knocked down by Beth. Another opportunity to shoot it. And that one gets caught there by Owen Leg in the Toros goal. Face off, it's off to the right, and a quick shot from off the draw went wide. Glenaville trying to throw it at her front, just out of the reach. Gardner picks up the loose puck from center. Gardner's lead pass, broken up by Oshawa. Glenaville again, comes in over the line, trying to get around the checker, but McNevin held him up. Here comes the opportunity again for Glenaville, trying to win that battle. Adam Foreman from his own end, he'll lead it up with a pass. Just out of the reach there as he tried to find Saxena at center. Foreman still trying to dig away at the loose puck. He started the scoring here in the third period. He got the fourth goal to make it 4-0, and since then it was a goal by Snockdale Scott to make it 5-0. The other shot, that'll get stopped there by Owen Leg. And as Oshawa were in there looking for the rebound, it was another no vacancy sign hung up there by Owen Leg in the Toros goal. So it was 1 goal in the first period, 2 in the second, and 2 here in the third for a little bit of reassurance to make it 5-0 as that one goes in on net to make the stop from leg. And it'll be another draw just off to the left now of the Toros goal. With 7:28 remaining here in the third period. Goes back to the line, trying to reset it with Dwyer, couldn't do it. Opportunity to try and shoot it. Tried to get it over there for Weatherby. The assistant captain there for Oshawa. Lay pass for Snoxdale Scott now. Snoxdale Scott tried to get around the checker of number 88, and he will with some nice speed. Throws it at the net, it goes wide of the net, wide of the goal. And it's Pennington back in net there for Oshawa. So doesn't matter who has played in goal here for Oshawa. The Toros have been able to solve the mystery and make it 5-0. Radczynski dumps it down the ice, back into the corner. Toros could have used the scoring in game number 2. They dropped game number 2, 2-1. But they made sure that they wanted to hold their own home ice in this series, so they turned up the Dwyer trying to get around the checker. Quick shot. There's a right pass out there from Pennington. There's a rebound in front of Gorham. He can't bury it in front of the net. Dwyer trying to chip it in the zone. Opportunity to get away from Snoxdale Scott. Dumps it out the back end board. Here comes the opportunity to go now with Borden. Borden trying to go to the loose puck. He'll chip it right back behind number 87, back in behind the goal. Oshawa go for that late pass, trying to start the 3-on-2 the other way. With a pass for Cleary, broken up. Still battling away. It got knocked down in center by Ryan Lee, who uses the board nicely up there for Gorham. Davis Gorham with a drop pass. As Leg tried to shoot the puck, couldn't. Gorham another shot, and that one will find the Oshawa crest of Pennington in the Oshawa goal. Face off now off to the right of the Oshawa end. So started from their own zone, but that's about as far as they go as they got knocked off the stick. Corbin tried to go with it, but he got taken off his feet. Adam Foreman still digging away at the loose puck as they try and get it in there. Tried to go back to the line, there was nobody there. Kept in by Saxena again. Foreman goes for the shot, that doesn't make it through screen. That one will go right into Pennington for another face-off. Draw off to the right. Best trying for a shot through screen. That doesn't make it through to the net. As they try and dump it off the back end boards. Toros trying to win that battle in the corner, and they do. They tried to find Saxena at her front again, but the pass was broken up. The battle in behind the Oshawa net as they try and get it as Brock Gardner as he tries to stuff it in from the side, but Pennington was right up against the post to make sure that Gardner didn't have any room to bang that puck in from the side of the goal. Face off to the right. Oshawa come away with the puck. Coming up through center now is number 13, Weatherby. Trying to get around the checker. Weatherby is able to take 2 Toros in behind the goal. Trying to win that battle with Weatherby in behind the net. The battle, Weatherby trying to throw it at her foot. There's nobody there, and Dwyer will scoop it up from his own end. Maddox Dwyer from his own zone. Coming up in over the line. Setting up Snoxdale Scott. With a goal in the game that came here in the third period. He capped up the scoring, the last goal to make it 5-0. Gignoli trying to get around the checker and couldn't do it. It's still a battle in there. Lead pass for Dwyer. Dwyer's got one man to beat, and he does just that. Dwyer 1-on-1. Stop there. Rebound in front, getting fired wide of the net. Dwyer had an opportunity there on the breakaway, but Pennington made the stop. Another turnaround shot. That one got stopped there by Pennington. Toros, 5 isn't enough. They're going for the 6-pack. Oshawa trying to get it out of the zone. Snoxdale Scott trying to win that battle over there at the Oshawa bench. Simon Van Reenen puts it back in the end. 3:15 left to go here in the game. Late pass. Coming up now is Weatherby. He'll fire it in from the blue line. Missed the net. Karam's out of front. Van Reenen will take it from his own zone now. Simon Van Reenen's pass got broken up and now comes Legg through center. Ethan Legg trying to get around the check there of Delaney. And he does. Delaney throwing it foot. Rebound out of foot. And they score from the side of the net. I believe that was McNevin who cashed in from the side of the goal for his second of the game to make it 6-0. Gorham wins that draw at center. Ryan Lee from center ice. Nice play to get through this checker. Puts it back in behind the net. Coming around the other side. Goes down as McNevin from Legg. Shot. Thrown to the net. Cleary tries to pick it up. Cleary will go to the corner. And he got guarded there by Ryan Lee, along with Davis Gorham. The pass. Kept in by Delaney from the line. Delaney shot. Right pad save. And it got kicked out of the vicinity of Johnston going to the net. Oshawa will turn it over at center as they try and dump that puck in the zone. They'll start it from their own end. Try and get around the checker. Some nice moves. They've got Cleary going to the goal. And that pass got read well by Ryan Lee as he'll lead it up through center ice. Up through the neutral zone. He'll fire it off the backhand boards. Right back in behind the Oshawa net. And we'll get a whistle. Had a minor stoppage of play with the net coming off the boards and behind Pennington, but net's back in place. We're ready to go for the final minute of the period. Trying to throw it in front. 1:23 left to go. Toros controlling a 6-0 lead. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. 1 goal in the first, 2 goals in the second, and 3 goals here in the third to cap it off at 6-0. So now they're going to get the opportunity to clinch this series up in Oshawa in a couple of days. If they can't do it, it will come back to Pennington, and I believe game number 4 of the series, or 5 of the series, will be at South Curtis if needed. Trying to win that battle in the corner. 30 seconds left to go here in the game. Adam Foreman in the zone. Gets around the checker. Got taken off his feet before he could pull the trigger in the slot area. As time one's down. 10 seconds left to go. Oshawa will come up through center. Grunebaut has got taken into the boards there by Preston Best. And the Toros get to celebrate a victory. And Owen Legg gets to celebrate a shutout. And the Toros goal, he stayed strong when he had to. He made some unbelievable stops, especially in the second period when Oshawa were turning on the pressure. And he got a lot of offensive help in this one. Toros take game 3 of this series, 6-0. And as mentioned, they get the opportunity to go into Oshawa with a 2-1 lead and a chance to clinch the Lakeshore Championship. Thank you for watching this game. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman, and good luck to the Minor Anime Toros as they try and clinch things in Oshawa.